Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live Wednesday morning. It is April 8th. I'm happy to be here with you, and let me make sure that I have, I think I'm centered in here, so that should be good. And so hopefully I can see, I think I have the chat open. Oh, yeah, it's open. Okay. Good morning, Carrie. I'm glad that you're here. So I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live. It's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. That's when I go live every Wednesday, every week. And so you can find me on YouTube every Wednesday morning, but other times you can find me on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. So you can find ideas and classes, and you can shop there. Good morning, Dot and Archer. I'm so glad that you're here. I don't know if Grandma told you or not, Archer, but she sent me a text already that that you were expecting me. So I'm so happy that you're here. That made my day. So I have an important question to ask you that I forgot to ask you last time that you were here. First of all, I'm glad that you're here for spring break and not because you're sick. Okay, so Grandma has talked about you since before you were born, but I lose track of time quite easily, and so I forgot. How old are you now, Archer? I took a guess when I told my husband, but I don't remember for sure. So you have to let me know how old you are. Hi, Dina. Hi, Nancy. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh, and another question. So is Archer the only one that's there for spring break? Or our cousins or is a brother? You have a brother, right? Just wondering. Good morning, Susie. I'm glad that you're here. Just wondering if you're the only one there. All right. Archer is 6. That's awesome. So does that mean you're in kindergarten or first grade? I don't remember when things get started. All right. So I'm excited to show you a couple things today. I'm showing you actually the fun fold that I showed you when Archer was on here last time. Okay, I saw 6. The next one is grade. Hi, Marlene. Carson's at the other grandma's. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. So Marlene, oh, you probably can see comments on your phone. Archer's here again with us. So we have a guest with us today. How fun. Good morning, Janine. I'm glad that you're here. Okay. So I'm showing the same fun fold that I showed you last week. But I'm showing brand new product with it. So sneak peek at some product that's in the upcoming new catalog. And Mason is about to take a nap. Gotcha. All right. Good night, Mason. So I have new colors to show you, the new ink pad to show you that I'm going to use. And I have another really cute card that I'm using. Kindergarten. All right. Perfect. I'm so glad that you're here, Archer. I was 6 in kindergarten. I had to turn 6 before I could go to kindergarten. My birthday was late in the year. I don't know how they do that anymore, but anyway. Okay, so I do have my randomizer set up. I need to grab my post-it note. All right, I have my randomizer set up. Hopefully it didn't mess up on me again. Last time I refreshed the screen or something and it went away. Okay, they're all there. So I had to try to remember everybody that I had put in the night before. Okay, so we have, I think, 2 cards. Nancy Olson, you are my first winner. Congratulations. All right, draw another name. Pick a new winner. All right, so Archer, so you know how the randomizer works. Janine, you are my second winner. Congratulations. My randomizer, it's just a computer. Oops, I went to the wrong page. It's just a computer website that I go to. And I put all the names in of the people who watched me last week. So next week, when I draw names for winners of my cards, you'll be in the list. So that doesn't mean you get to win for sure. That means you're in the list with all the other people that are chatting with us here. Can you see the names that are coming up that are chatting with me? So in case anybody just got on, I'm chatting with Archer. He was with us here a couple weeks ago when he was sick. This week he's on spring break. So he's with Grandma Dot. He probably calls her Grandma Alligator. Sorry. You guys know Dot. He knows Grandma. Anyway, so I'm gabbing with him. He's 6 and in kindergarten, but not today. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys down. And you're welcome, Janine. Today is a special day, Nancy. Love it. All right, I'm going to put you guys down and show you what we're going to be using. So, Carrie, close your eyes. Anybody else who gets dizzy or that sort of thing. All right, I'm going to pull this forward. And now I'm going to spin you, and then I'll lock you in. You'll be happy to have a chance. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So here we are. So I'm using Woolly Friends again. So I used this a few times or a couple times. I don't remember. I'll take this out so you can see the packaging, see the stamps better. Woolly Friends is so cute. And my Dazzling Card Club with this stamp set is on Friday. I didn't have anybody signed up for Tuesday, so it's on Friday. And so I was playing with this, and I had a really cute card that I made, and so I'm changing up the colors. It's not what people will be making Friday, because we're gonna have different colors, but same general design. But I had to do this. It's just so adorable. So I don't have anything new to show you this time. It's not new product. I'm gonna grab something though. So this is the designer paper that I'm going to be using. It's the 2025 to 2027 in color designer paper. So there's the splotchy and flowers and stripes and leaves and dots. Ah, yay. All right. So this is what I'm going to be using today. So I think this is going to be on the last chance list, or it is on the last chance list, because they're switching out designer paper, and I will show you what designer paper it will be in a minute. The pearls are still available in this color because these are the in colors that are not retiring, but this designer paper is. So I'm going to start out. So here are my colors. This is Strawberry Slush, by the way. And I'm going to start out with the tulips in Strawberry Slush. Okay, so you probably all got a reminder this morning. In a couple weeks is my Moms, Dads, Grads, Brides, and Babies Stamp-A-Stack. And so you have to sign up by next Wednesday. So today was a reminder. Next Wednesday is the deadline. So now it won't necessarily just be Mother's. My web feed is behind actual live happenings. Funny seeing comments before visually seeing. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's probably backwards of, I don't know. It is, that's weird. You're seeing it the same way that I do. So I see comments, but I don't, it's like after when it's actually happened. I don't know. Weird. All right, so here's my tulips. So it's not just Mother's Day, it's a feminine card, or Father's Day, or a masculine card. But you'll get to make 3 each of all of those designs. So I try to make it in a way that will work for anybody, even if you don't need a Mother's Day or Father's Day card. But you could also, sorry, Dot, I'm not using the dot side. Well, I guess I could. We'll use the dot side just because Dot's here. I'll show you the other one that I didn't use the dot side later. All right, so this is just going on right on here. Okay, now I need to clean this stamp because I'm going to be using it in a different way in a minute. Did everybody see? I don't think that I posted this. I feel like it confused me when I saw it, but I'm going to tell you it just in case. We got an update that the last chance list has been updated again. I think maybe they added more discounts or something. I'm not sure, but anyway, the Stampin' Scrub is on this. I'm not exactly sure why, because the Stampin' Mist is not on there. So that makes me happy. I still use the Stampin' Scrub instead of just, well, in my classes I use the chamois. But anyway, I didn't, I still use my Stampin' Scrub. It works better if you ask me. Okay, so I wanted to use this sheep stamp in a different way. I had a vision for it. And I was actually stamping last night while I was chatting with Rachel, and I had a vision, and she helped me make it better. So I'm using the oh, I didn't want to do that in the center. I wanted to do it a little bit off. I'm switching this, flipping this over. All right. I'm going just a little bit off. Okay, so this is the one that sort of looks like it's jumping, but I wanted to do it a little bit different. I still use my Stampin' Scrub too. Yeah, it cleans them better. All right, so here's this, and I cheated a little bit because I kept needing this. I already stamped the face on here. There's only one face here for a couple different bodies, but I already stamped the face. I will mention to you, though, remind you, in fact, I should just show you. I need a scrap. All right, I'm going to show you really quick before I move on. She's doing okay. It's been about 6 months since Sean passed. She still has, well, it's still just raw for her, and she still has, health issues. So anyway, I don't know how to describe it. Are they discounting the stamping cleaning solution? No, the Stampin' Mist is not on the last chance list, so I checked that myself. So I have to show you. This is what I was gonna tell. Oh, where did the? Oh, all right, I don't have the stamp by me because I packed it in boxes for my class that's coming up. But I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you with the other one. Okay. So the punch is just for this body, And when you stamp it, you need to make sure that you go to the right of your cardstock and feet up. And the head, you need to go to the left of your cardstock and straight up, regular, because I'll show you. So you come in like this, and then you'll get the feet, and then you come in like this to get the face. So whenever I have a builder punch like this, where there's lots of openings to punch out, the more that you're cutting into, the harder it is to punch, and the more cardstock that you can potentially waste. So I like to do strips. So then I can just come in like this, and I still have a couple little pieces that are cut off. But it will be less hard for me to punch it, and I won't have, if I had stamped the face over here and came in, then I'd be cutting all that off. Does that make sense? So anyway, just a quick reminder, check your punches like this before you stamp, so you stamp it in the right place. Okay. Oh, so I'm gonna stamp my old one because they're dry already. And pieces go everywhere, every time. Okay, so I have my face. I have my body on this piece over here. Okay, so before I show you the cuteness of this, I'm gonna build around it. So first of all, I need my, I did clean it, okay. I need my tulips. Is this the right side? Yeah. So stamping my tulips here, as far as it'll go, and then stamping tulips here. And now I need grass. This grass is adorable, and it's, for some reason, very easy to stamp. I'm not exactly sure why, but it just is. Or easy to line up, I guess I should say. So I start at one end. Watch, I have a problem lining it up. that would be just my speed. I wasn't trying to brag. I was telling you that I love the grass. Okay, can you see the little grass that I stamped there? Okay. Now, another cool thing about this, some of my customers that were here, they didn't really like this option because they didn't think that they could line it up. But it doesn't have to be perfect. There's a stamp to color in the leaves. So if you look, I'm not perfect. I'm a little bit off, but it's a fun scene, so you don't have to be perfect. And then there's also one for the flower heads. So this is strawberry slush, since I have a strawberry slush card base. See, it's not perfect, but I'm okay with that. Okay. I'm done with this. Oh, no, I'm not completely done with it. I'll have to open it up again. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to my basic black. And then I'm going to show you the cuteness that I had in my mind. So, with this, what I was picturing was, well, first of all, I need to color the head. We're just going to color the little bit of tufts on his head, and then add some pink to the ears. All right. Now here's my vision. My vision is that I want to make this guy sleeping. And so the picture that I have in my head is like a little puppy going splat, and you see his legs splatted behind him and in front of him. And so I'm putting the head over here. Like we're just napping here in these flowers. I love it. It's just too cute. Okay, so because of that, I had to pull out a different stamp. So this is actually from Notes and Totes. I love this font, and it is retiring. It's on the last chance list right now. I don't remember if it's discounted or not. I have no idea. It's the one where you can make a cute little tote with the dies. Relax and enjoy. I love it so much. Okay, so now we, of course, need to add butterflies. Today's going to be a butterfly day. That's a hint for the next card, too. All right, so we're putting little butterflies right here. And we're going to go right here. And then I'm going to go there. Isn't he so cute? All right, done with that one. And now we need dimensionals. I made sure that I had some accessible, so I didn't have to go looking. All right, maybe I told you this last time. I feel like I've told people this many times. If I'm gonna bother with dimensionals, I'm going to make sure that it stays popped up. So I am not shy about my dimensionals. Thanks. I'm glad you like it, Janine. All right. Did I get them all off? Okay. So this is going here. I didn't use a dimensional on the head because I was just laying him down. I wanted him just to be flat. All right, and then I have one of two things in mind. I'm going to use the second thing that came to mind because my other sample has the first thing. So I'm using these are pressed flower motifs is what these are. So I'm going to, do I want the big ones? I'm going to use the big ones. So I'm going to put them on. I'm not sure if these work well with the take your pick tool or not. They're kind of big, so I'm not sure. So I'm going to put those here. Now, on my other card, I used the pentagons. I think they're called faux bronze. Just a sec, I have them right here. Yes, faux bronze pentagons. Those are also retiring. Oops, I moved it. I was just trying to get it in place. Hi, Kathy. Thank you so much. All right, so here's my card. So what do you think? Does it look like he's sleeping? I just love it. That makes me happy. And I love having a nap. Naps are my favorite. All right. Oh, I'm going to need that still. But I'm done with this. Okay, so I told you I'd show you my other one. I forgot why, though. Why was I going to show you my other one? Oh, one thing that I missed. I wanted to highlight these little marks here. What else? There's something else that, oh, I know. So I didn't use the dots on my first card. I used the stripes. So here's the other one. So I used the stripes and the pentagons for this one. Where this one I used the dots and leaves and the pressed flower motifs. I love them. Okay. So now I better close this even though I'm going to use it again. And I'm going to get this all out of the way because I'm going to have so many stamps. I got to clean them later. Okay. So now I'm showing you some new product. And I'm so excited. So have you guys paid attention at all? Seen, I think I showed a post with the new in colors. Yes, looks like he's sleeping. Oh, that's good. Thanks. All right, so here are the new in colors. They are barely blush, crisp cantaloupe, golden glow, hydrangea hue, and peaceful pine. Have you guys decided your favorite color yet, or you kind of need to see it in person? Mine is definitely hydrangea hue, which shouldn't shock anybody because I'm a purpley kind of person. Excuse me. It seems, well, sometimes when you stamp it, it's very much blue because you flipped the DSP. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Dina. Sometimes this definitely looks blue, and then other times it looks purple. I think one of my customers, she always was looking for a periwinkle. I feel like this is definitely a periwinkle. All right, so I'm going to show you, first of all, the design paper that I'm going to be using. This is the new, I used to always call it a DSP stack because it used to be 6x6, but now they're going to be 12x12. So this is hydrangea hue. So here are the two designs. Lots of dots. Lots and lots of dots. They finally got it right, and they gave us only dots and stripes. Those are the ones that I prefer. All right, so there's that. This is Golden Glow. I don't know that I need to show you both sides now because you know what the side looks like, but just showing you in the colors. So you get two of each of these colors, or two of this design and two of this design, at least in the in colors. Or do you get four? No, I think you just get two, but then I don't know how you get it in the set of 10 colors. I don't know. Maybe this one's cheaper. I think maybe the in colors are cheaper because you're only dealing with 5 colors. I don't remember. And I can't show you the catalog and whatever. Okay, so this is Crisp Cantaloupe. The colors. Okay, I do not get this one in this designer paper at all. It is far too light. This is barely blush. You barely can see it on the paper is what it is. Barely blush. And Peaceful Pine. Oh, you can't see that over there. All right. Okay, so those are the designer paper. Now I'm going to show you the stamp set that I'm going to be using. So this is called All Aflutter, and it comes in a bundle with the punch. Remind me, I do want to use this punch. I'm going to have to, I didn't plan for an extra piece, but I want to use this punch because I have something in mind for it. So it's got the little path here. It can be I don't know if it can be a 3-step stamp. I feel like it's a 2-step stamp, and you can decide which way you want to do it. Dina likes hydrangea hue. Okay, so I feel like this is, well, these two are ones that you could just stamp by themselves. Or you could stamp the background in this, or the background in this. I'm not sure if these two go together. I haven't tried it yet. So the words are, and then this is one stamp right here. This little trail of them here. This says, fluttering by to say hi. Friend, you are so appreciated and thinking of you today. So that's what I'm using. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to get my pieces out and show you what we're doing. So I'm making, as I said, the fun fold that I did last time, but I'm not starting with a whole piece. I'm just starting with a half a piece. So, so I'm lining it up at 4 1/4. Oops. And I'm scoring it, and then I need to go halfway in, which coming from this end, it ends up going to 9 3/4. So I'm going halfway in while I was still in the track. And then I'm going to turn it. And sometimes make sure that you do it the correct way. I'm trying to cut this part off, so this should still be intact here. When I go from both ends, sometimes I cause myself problems. So I'm going to go from the score line and cut this part out. Okay, so this is my card base, and I'm going to actually use this for one of my layers. Okay, so you can see I'm using crisp cantaloupe and hydrangea hue. And I want to crease this. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is my designer paper. So I need this here. This part's the easy part. You're just sticking designer paper on the flap and next to the flap. So it's going right here like this. Okay, now I'm not bothering with anything here, but you could put a white piece here for your stamping, or I don't know, maybe I should just put one there. I think I have an extra here. I'll just put one there so like it just looks cleaner. So all of these pieces are the same size. This is 2.5 by 4, I believe. Okay, so now we're going to do our stamping on here. We're going to set these aside for the moment. Get my butterflies out. Something's on here. I feel like I got adhesive on here. Just a sec. Or fabric or cardstock, paper, something. I don't know. All right, that's better. Okay, so where did my ink pad go? Here is my new ink pad. Have I shown you these? I forgot. Just to show you the ink pad. So it opens really easily. It's magnetized. And just goes back together. So one of the things that I heard for best stamping results is, I do this anyway, even with the firm foam, is they call it walking, where you just sort of go all over the ink pad so that you're not just in a dry spot where like you tend to go all the time. You do definitely tap it harder. You can hear me tapping probably. And I'm going to go right like that. See, doesn't that look blue? Especially until it dries. It looks very blue. And I'm not using the new black this time. I'm just using my Memento that I have. I looked it up. Memento is non-orderable until around the week of May 25. When it comes back, if you think you need a refill, make sure that you go online and quote unquote try to order it. Hi, Jamie. I'm late, but have a valid reason today. I didn't mess up the time. That's funny. For my team check-in, I do a team check-in on our team Facebook group every Sunday night. And lately she's been forgetting to do the math for the time change. Gets confused which one she's supposed to be, because she's an hour behind. So I confuse her with the timing of when she needs to be here. I know, aren't they cute? Isn't that just gorgeous? I love it. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, okay. So if you need Memento refill, I would suggest you go online, click on search for Memento, click on it. It'll say, sorry, you can't order it, but there's a box that you can check and okay to be on the mailing list for when it comes back in stock. That has been working wonderfully. So if you need it, go do that. All right, so I'm using Fluttering By to say hi. All right, and then I am going to use the little flutter path here. And what I've been doing is sort of aiming at each one of these, just sort of in a different way. It may not be directly. Isn't that cute? I love that. So anyway, that's how I've been using the path with these. Oh, okay. Remind me. I'm almost done with this card, and I do want to use the punch, but I'm not ready for it yet because I got to get this together here. Okay. By the way, Jamie, you're getting a sneak peek on your swap that's on the way to you. So, okay, this is going on the crisp cantaloupe. And then this is going on the piece that we cut off of the hydrangea hue. Sorry, my mind left me. Thank you. All right, so what I've been doing for this, I've been doing 3 strips of this. I want to make sure, remember when you have something hanging off here, you want to make sure that you don't put adhesive over here, otherwise you'll close your card. Thanks. You'll close your card with adhesive. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to put a little bit right on the edge here, so it's as close to there as possible. But then I go to this edge so that I know it's held together well. Okay, so there, and then I don't have any adhesive right here. All right, I'm almost done. I'm going to, let's see how I can do, oh yeah, that'll work well. We're gonna come in this way. All right, I'm gonna get a longer piece. That's not long. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Maybe, no, I didn't mount it yet, so I'm not doing that. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Pardon my thoughts. So I'm going to ink this up. And I just want this one right here. This middle one. And then get this one. Okay. I have to try more of these fun fold types. This one's a really easy one. I don't do many fun folds either, honestly. But I got a swap using this one. And just thought it was so cute and easy, and I had to try it. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to make this one fluttering. I'm going to use mini dimensionals. Here's a both one. So I'm going to put mini dimensionals on here. Okay. You know what? I'm not sure I want that there. We're just going to make the top of it popped. So, truth in advertising, Jamie, I did not do this part on my swaps. I thought of it later. I was like, I need to use the punch. Okay, so I'm going to use the liquid glue on the base here. I'm going to have to hold it a little bit. And the mini dimensionals here on the wings. Because I don't just like to pop them, I like to make them look like they're actually flying. So we're going to press the center in for a little bit. So Archer, are you still watching? You like my butterflies? Okay. So there's that. All right, there's one more thing that I need to put on here, and it just totally makes the card. I'm going to open them up and then show you. Look at these adorable little butterflies. They're in all 5 of the end colors, plus white. They gave us an extra row of white. So there's tiny ones and less tiny ones. I'm not going to say they're large because they're not. But anyway, so I like that they gave us some white ones too. That was very kind. So I'm going to use a very tiny one right here. And I'm going to use the less tiny one right here. Isn't that so cute? I don't know what I want to put in here. Actually, I do know. I just don't have my, thank you, Dina. I don't have my ink pad because I didn't plan to do it. So I had in mind doing at least one of these strips of butterflies right here on the inside of this one. So this is my swap. So, oh no, another darling tiny embellishment. Yes, I love them. I love embellishments. All right, so that is it. Thank you so much, Marlene. So remember to sign up for my Stamp-A-Stack, Moms, Dads, Grads, Brides, and Babies. I have my all occasions class. Yes and yes. Thank you for joining us, Archer. Thank you, Dot. I appreciate it. Let's see, is there anything else? Make sure you check the last chance list. There are lots of things on it. There are lots of discounts. I like that fold. It wasn't what I expected. I thought it was a side fold. Yeah, it's yeah, I love it. This was my I think I said I had gotten a swap like this, and I did it with my cutest crew a couple weeks ago. Archer got that card, I think. And I don't know, I love it. Let's see, what else is there? Last chance. Oh, so I think I mentioned we're going to also be doing Mother's Day cards at Marge's on May 8th. I think that's the date. It's the Friday. It's 10 a.m. to noon. So if you want to come and stamp with me, you can come to Marge's that day and make a Mother's Day card. Now, you can give it to your mom, grandma, sister, friend. You know, it doesn't just have to be for a mom. And it doesn't have to be Mother's Day. Anyway, thank you. I'm glad that you love the butterflies. Okay, I think I'm done for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you again next Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Exactly. Good job. Thank you again for joining us, Archer, on your spring break. And have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you next week. Bye.